Welcome back to the fifth and final segment of the GSMC Golf Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. We're here with our power rankings, updated power rankings. Wow, I can't speak. I think the last time I did this was 2 to 3 weeks ago now, so I think it's about time to update it going into the Open Championship. I don't know why I completely blanked on what the name of the fourth major is. But, yeah, going into Open Championship, talking power rankings. Oh, I didn't give the updated ones. Oh, that's so disappointing. Tom Kim is not 10th anymore. I put the ones from the last time. Give me 1 second. A little technical difficulties here. I will fix them on the fly for us here. Can't believe I did that. But, anyways, I should have known from the color because I definitely did not make these ones pink. Here we go. Fixed it. Updated power rankings. Little technical difficulties, but that never hurts anybody. Number 10, Akshay Bhatia. He's been playing some fantastic golf. Akshay Bhatia was top of my mind earlier because I put him at 10th on my power rankings for Akshay. Let's pull up some of his recent placings here. That I definitely should have had pulled up, but completely blanked that he was there. But it's T2 at the Rocket Mortgage. It's a T5 at the Travelers, a T16 at the U.S. Open. He took the last week off at the John Deere Classic because it was a little bit heartbreaking fashion for him. He's won on tour before. He is 11th in the FedEx Cup standings. He has made almost $5 million on the tour this year alone. He's having a fantastic season, one to be very proud of, and he is a top 10 golfer in the world right now. Akshay Bhatia is. Moving on, number 9, it's Tony Finau. Tony Finau has had a fantastic season as well. I believe he's 14th in the FedEx Cup standings, if I'm not mistaken. Tony Finau has not won yet this season, but it's coming. I can feel it. He usually does play better in July and August anyways, and he is 13th. So sorry. I do stand corrected. But he is number 9th in my power rankings. After having not too fantastic of a start to the season. It's a T6 at the Farmers Insurance, but that was really the highlight of it. T2 at the Houston Open in March. But since then, hasn't missed a cut in over 4 months now. And not over 4 months, but almost 4 months now. T5, T3, T8, T17, T18 are the last 5 tournaments that he has played in. He only really plays in the signature events. He doesn't play in any other tournament. Unfortunately for us, we do want to see more of Tony Finau, but we will be reminded about how good he is next week at the Genesis Scottish Open. Number 9, Tony Finau. Number 8, Wyndham Clark. Started the season very well. Has fallen off significantly. I had him up to 5 a couple months ago, and now he has fallen off. I think he was 7 in the last one. Now he's 8. He just steadily decreases here until he can get back in the top 5 or top 10. It's been a little while. Hasn't played too great of golf as of late, but he is 8th in my power rankings, is Wyndham Clark. Next up, Ludwig Åberg. Has had I combined fantastic and phenomenal. Has had fantastic placings in majors this season, but has not been able to win yet this season, and that's kind of what I'm waiting on to put him higher and higher. I believe he's 4th in the official World Golf Rankings right now. He's had amazing placements. He's very high up there on the FedEx Cup, in the FedEx Cup standings as well, as he is. My computer's just moving very slowly. That is unfortunate. He is number 6 in the FedEx Cup standings, only about 100 points behind Wyndham Clark and Collin Morikawa for a 4th or a 3rd spot. Playing some fantastic golf is Ludwig Åberg. I'm excited to see what he does overseas. Going back to his home in Europe, of course he is Swedish, played college golf here in America, so home in both countries. Patrick Cantlay, number 6. Playing some fantastic golf as of late. Played some great golf at the Travelers Championship. Didn't have his best stuff at the Memorial, and that was shocking. But did play some good golf at the U.S. Open. I have him at 6 because he's just he's a top 10 golfer in the world. Is he not? He is 9th in the FedEx Cup standing. only behind, Hideki Matsuyama, who's injured right now, Seiya Thagala, who has not had his best stuff as of late, and then guys that are higher than him on this list. So number 6 is Patrick Cantlay, who is having a pretty good season. Number 5, Collin Morikawa. He's been fantastic. Just with everything that he does, he's always very good. 6 career tour wins since turning pro in 2019, but this season, not a single win, but a lot of top 5s. I mean, 2nd at the Memorial, 4th at the Charles Schwab, tied for 4th at the PGA Championship, 9th at the RBC Heritage, tied 3rd at the Masters. I mean, looking at his major performance, tied T3, T4, T14. He's good. He's fantastic. Playing some good golf. He has made a lot of money this year. $7.5 million playing golf. 4th in the FedEx Cup standings. He has, in the 16 events that he's played in, 12 top 25s and 6 top 10s. Without a win, that's as good of a resume as you're going to see. It's pretty fantastic for Collin Morikawa. He gets 5th in the official world golf or in my official world golfer power rankings. A little bit different. Bryson DeChambeau is number 4. This guy just won a U.S. Open. He does very well on the Live Golf Tour and the one event they've had since then. He deserves to stay at number 4. He's a fantastic golfer, and I can't wait to see him at the Open Championship when he does play. Live Golf right now is in Spain. So, one fun thing is Live Golf is in Spain right now. I think that's because they know that the Open Championship is played in Scotland, and they want their guys to play well. And so the tour has the Genesis Scottish Open before the Open Championship for a reason. You have that week you have like 2 weeks to get acclimated to the time difference, to the elevation change when you go over to England. You have time to adjust to the course and how the wind plays in England. It is a lot different to play golf in England than America. So Bryson DeChambeau going to Spain, you do get some of that. You do get the time difference. You get some of the wind because you do have the Mediterranean and the Atlantic Ocean right there when you are in Spain. So it is pretty similar. So I think that they do it on purpose. We're going to see how it turns out, but it would just make sense to me if they did do it on purpose. So number 4 does go to Bryson DeChambeau, of course, playing on the Live Golf, but he deserves to be in the top 10. Only Live Golfer in my top 10. Number 3, and I think the top 4 remains the same from last. Maybe the top 5. I think Collin Morikawa might have been at 5, but nonetheless, they all pretty much remain the same. It's Rory McIlroy at number 3, having a fantastic season. Has taken the last 3 weeks off. I talked about it in my short that I posted earlier today. The guy had a meltdown at the U.S. Open. You want to call it nerves? You want to call it, non-clutch? Whatever you want to call it. I mean, something affected him. He missed 2 pretty easy putts that, you would hear him say that he should make those on any given day. 2 putts from within 5 feet. I think one of them from within 3 feet is something you just got to bury when you have a U.S. Open on the line. If he makes both of those putts, he is the U.S. Open champion, and his decade-long major drought is over. So he takes 3 weeks off, and now we're going to see him over in the UK. He is from Northern Ireland, which is a country in the UK. Should be very comfortable at the Genesis Scottish Open. We'll see how he plays. He usually does play well in Scotland. Him and Tommy Fleetwood both play pretty well in Scotland, and we'll see what Rory McIlroy is able to do at the Open Championship, which I think the Open Championship, you would hear Rory McIlroy say, is one of the more important events to him. It's the Masters, which he still has yet to win. It is the Open Championship, and it is the Ryder Cup for him. I think are the 3 most important events. Of course, are the 3 events that he wants to win the most. So Rory McIlroy now going in Scotland. Next 2 weeks are going to be big for this guy. Hopefully he can make a comeback, make a little bit of a bounce back in Scotland. We don't know if he can, but is one of the biggest headlines to look for. Number 2, Xander Schauffele won the PGA Championship to end his 0 majors in his career storyline. He gets number 2, has played some good golf, hasn't played in a little bit, but he will be back. Played pretty well at the U.S. Open. A lot of top 10s for this guy. He is second, 2,000 points behind number 1, and number 1 on my list. We all know who number 1 on my list is. That's enough of Xander Schauffele. It's going to be Scottie Scheffler. This guy's fantastic. Made like $50 million playing golf. Not true. Or, well, he has made $50 million playing golf, but like this year has made like $30 million. And it's just absolutely ridiculous. Looking at Scottie Scheffler, 5,768 5,768 is his FedEx Cup points. He's over 2,000 points ahead of second place Xander Schauffele. First at the Travelers first at the Memorial, first at the Travelers, first at the Memorial, first at the RBC Heritage, first at the Masters, first at the Players, first at the Arnold Palmer. He has 6 wins this year. What are we doing? This guy's ridiculous. Like, 5 of them have been, 5 of them have been signature events, and the other one that wasn't a signature event is the Masters. Silly. 4 of them have been signature events. One of them the Masters, one of them the Players. Just going on winning 6 of the more important events on tour this entire year. He's playing some good golf. He's a really good golfer, just dominating everybody in the field in a lot of categories. I mean, you can go ahead and name them. It's a never-ending list. Scottie Scheffler, the number 1 golfer in the world. That'll wrap it up for my top 10 power rankings for the top 10 World Golf Power Rankings, top 10 golfers in the world. That'll wrap it up for my my Tuesday edition of the GSMC Golf Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in and supporting the GSMC Golf Podcast. All the support does mean a lot to us. If you enjoyed the show and want to keep up to date with more sports and more things involving the GSMC Sports Network, you can follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at the GSMC Sports Network. You can also, if you enjoyed the show, leave a like and subscribe on YouTube. Rate it on whatever podcasting platform you are listening to this on. All those things do go a long way, helps get our name and brand out, and it does help support us a lot. But with that being said, for one last time, we do appreciate you guys and everybody tuning in. Thank you all for the support, and have a fantastic and wonderful evening.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work.